Welcome back to Let's Play Thousand Arms. Alright, here on the Land Good, we're going to, of course, State Palma, and I'm gonna just skip showing you where all the date locations are, because there actually are not... Aw, man, her mood emptied again. Man, her mood changes quickly. By the way, I've noticed, for the record, that MP costs for dating change with, mood, as I mentioned. However, the MP costs for forging are unaffected, so you don't have to worry about that when you're forging, only when you're going on dates. That aside, I'm not going to show you where all the date spots are, because you've already seen all of them. There's nothing new to show you in that respect. You know, you've got the Dead Lobstar Tavern there on the same screen as the date statue, you've got the two observation decks, we're looking out on the ocean, and you've got the banquet hall. That's all of the locations that there are for dates. There's no difference. There's nothing else, so... And I'm probably just gonna stick to dating at the tavern, because the Land Good's kind of a big place to keep walking around in, so I don't really want to waste time with that. But I will talk to Palma. I think I did that before, but she says, "I'm so pleased we're going out, mice. And what if I tried to leave the Land Good, though?" She says, "I'm sorry, I'm not permitted outside." Priestess and all, she has to stay on the Land Good, and even though it's not the dating spot, I'm gonna go up here and walk into one of these places so the music will fade out, and I can cut to the dates that way.
I know you'll do better next time. Show your spirit. Let's live righteously, mice. Are you ready to do your best? Mice, it's time to get up. Good morning, sleepyhead. Someday, my angel will descend on his cloud to take me away.
He's right in front of you.
You don't have a care in the world, do you? What are we going to do now?
Is there anywhere you would like to go today?
A tranquil location, if you don't mind. Mice, do you brush your teeth regularly?
I brush 3 times a day.
You should brush every 4 hours at the very least. It's a bit dusty around here. I have to take a bath.
We should go somewhere where the air is cleaner.
I agree. I can't stand this. Mice, what do you like about your looks?
My best feature? I don't know.
Oh, It's almost... It's time for me to go. Trust is not something that a priestess should dispense freely.
I'll never betray you.
Then promise you'll bathe at least 3 times a day. I have been gifted with the ability to create heavenly cuisine.
Will you cook something for me?
I'll treat you for dinner next time. I love polishing pots and pans.
That's a nice way to spend time.
You don't think that's weird? Good. Would you compare me to an angel from the heavens? Why can't you be more specific? It's almost time to go. Can you make a grass whistle, mice?
Longer walks or not, I think the inclusion of basically lose-lose questions is the game's way of telling you not to date that girl at that location. So I'm gonna try and make the longer walk to these locations. Nah, that's for kids.
I'm glad to hear that. Nobody in their right mind would do something so unsanitary. Do you believe that people are destined to meet?
It doesn't matter, I only love you.
I want you to be with me, if you want. Ouch! I scraped my knee.
I have to take you to a hospital.
Thanks, but I'm fine. I carry several types of antiseptic with me. Thank you for spending the day with me. I'm looking forward to next time. Do you like taking baths, Mice?
Yeah, I take one every day.
Only once a day? I feel unclean if I don't bathe at least twice a day. Will you still love me after I've departed this plane and become an angel?
It doesn't matter who you are.
Your eyes betray you, Mice. You must look me in the eyes when you speak to me. Mice, do you know what I'm thinking right now?
Could you be thinking about me?
If so, will you be happy?
Of course, I'll be very happy.
You don't have a care in the world, do you? Today was fun. Can we go out again? Could you be my guardian the heavens have been telling me about?
Certainly, I'll do anything to protect you.
Mice, your concern is very comforting. Oh, there's a coin on the ground.
Who cares about that?
Good. Things on the ground are dirty. We're so alike, Mice. Trust is not something that a priestess should dispense freely.
Yes, I believe in you.
Is that how you impress girls? If you could take only one thing...
My love for you.
What about soap? I'd need a lifetime supply. Thank you for today. I had a great time. Is there anything you'd like to ask me?
No, not really. Palma, how about...
If you wish, I'd like to. I'm looking forward to our next date. Since we first met, I felt we'd be together for eternity.
I felt so too. It must be fate.
Even cliches can be romantic if said the right way. Mice, you derive happiness from having pain inflicted upon you, don't you?
You knew about it?
Oh my goodness, how could I ever let that happen? If the gods chose to turn me into a man, would you still love me?
Certainly, I'll keep on loving you no matter what.
You're so passionate. Oh no, I left one of my handkerchiefs at home.
Here's mine, if you don't mind.
Thanks. You haven't used it, have you? I feel so comfortable when I'm around you. Why is that?
It's because we trust each other.
Understanding each other lends itself to being comfortable, doesn't it? I would like to stay like this.
You love me that much?
You're my precious friend. If you could ask the gods for anything, what would it be?
I'd wish for us to be together.
I will pray for your wish to be granted. Will you care for me?
I'll do my best.
This world would be a much better place if there were more people like you. The weather makes me feel so...
What are you trying to say?
Oh, it's nothing. Pay me no attention. Do you like to write letters, mice?
I'll send a lot to the girl I like.
Why don't we start corresponding? Today was fun. Can we go out again?
Time to see what we can forge again. At intimacy level 4 with Palma, we can learn the spell Fear, which causes the target to just flee the battle in terror. Of course, you do not get the experience GG or MP you would have gotten from them. We could have learned Rain Plus at intimacy level 6, however we already learned that from Kyoka at intimacy level 3. At intimacy level 7, however, we were able to learn Dyna, which is a spell that does especially, super effective damage to flying-type enemies. It's suddenly become Pokemon. At intimacy level 9, you can learn Storm. Of course, once again, we already learned this with Kyoka at intimacy level 8. At intimacy level 10, you can learn a Wall Plus, which is, the magical equivalent to Barrier Plus. You can, greatly decrease the damage you take from magical attacks. Pretty nice. That's all we got for Palma, so for a change, let's actually, move on to someone else instead of just outright ending the video right away. Alright, coming to Sharon next, and of course, we are going to date Kylene here, but let's see. I have the list minimized for some reason. Because I was doing things in between recordings. Alright, now, there's a few dating spots I can try that we never tried before. But also, I have got to show off the dialogue when you talk to Kylene or try to leave. Interestingly, once you initiate date mode, you already know there's the date spot up here by the fountain. That's where I did all the dates in Sharon. As soon as you go into date mode, these guys show up again, and it's trying to initiate the date at the fountain? No. These guys show up again and, block your way. Get lost before I break your arms! That's so violent. Leave immediately! I don't know why they just spontaneously come back, I guess to prevent you from going into the cable cars and the mansion. I don't entirely know why. But, yeah, so that happens. The way you can try to leave is to go to, the way you can try to leave to get Kylene to talk to you is to, try and go into Coincule. That kind of counts as leaving the town, and she's having none of that. I wonder if maybe you can also try boarding the Cloud Manta or something. I actually haven't tried going over there, come to think of it. And I should do that. And apparently this is another date spot, in the middle of the shops. I was not aware of that, so I'll have to check that one out too. What the? It's boring out there. You suck. So yeah, you can't even go to the Cloud Manta area. That's what Kylene says if you try to leave. Now if I talk to her while she's following me, she says, "Where are you taking me to? It better be fun." So yes, you can date here in the middle of all these shops, in addition to the fountain area. You can also go out here onto this balcony, and that's another dating spot. I can't believe I actually just completely discovered a new dating spot on camera. That's kind of cool. I'll have to see what can happen there, I guess. There's that balcony, and then of course, there's another balcony this way. I don't know why the game is slowing down. I guess it's little too much on screen with Kylene following me. There's, of course, this balcony this way. I believe this is another date spot. I'll go ahead and double check, though. Yep, both of the balconies are dating spots. And you've got the place in the middle of the shops, and you've got, of course, the fountain. But wait, there's still more! The final dating spot is here in Paston, the little cafe place, I guess. So that's all the date spots in Sharon, and Mice's dad is still here. You are like a lotus blossom. Oh? Mice, why are you just standing there? By the way, there was a girl in Kant who had a notepad with your name on it. It seemed like she was making observations of you. You know her. She was cute. That would be Mill. Enjoy your time with girls to raise your intimacy level and to be a great spirit blacksmith. Ha 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 ha. You keep doing your thing, I guess. So yeah, here's the last dating spot, and that's all the date spots in Sharon, and now I'll just get right down to it after, you know, showing the voice clips when I get Kylene's intimacy up.
That was close. Maybe we need more money. Let's have some fun. Let's keep it up. Good morning. Come on, get up. There are many different forms of love.
How do you love me, then?
I think you're a great guy. What are you thinking about in that perverted little brain of yours?
I was thinking about you.
Me? Thanks. Am I being any help to you at all?
What do you mean? We're friends, right?
Friends. You mean something like we get stronger when we work together? You like Weena the best, huh?
That's different. That question basically depends on who you happen to have the highest intimacy with at the time. So, for a while when we were seeing that question, it was Sodina, but now it's Weena because currently she actually has the highest intimacy level. Anyway, no, I only think about you.
Hey, your nose is growing. I feel like I need to get scolded sometimes.
I'll help you if you're about to choose the wrong path.
I shouldn't worry as long as you're around. Oh no, it's nothing.
What is it? Oh, come on, tell me.
Is it bugging you? Don't worry about it.
You're really bugging me.
You are so funny. What are your plans for your future? I hope you plan on becoming rich.
Being happy together with you.
Not bad, mice. Is there a cure for love sickness?
There's no need. It's an important part of falling in love.
Not bad, mice. Wouldn't it be cool if we could be like this forever?
You love me that much?
You are my good friend. I saw you in a dream last night.
What kind of dream was it?
I'm not telling you. Dreams should be kept private, right? Is this love?
You have feelings for me?
Does that make you happy? Do you like being with me, or would you rather hang out with the other girls?
Of course I do.
You're so nice. It sucks that you aren't rich, though.
We don't necessarily have to spend a lot to have fun.
Is that what you really think? What's your personality type, mice?
To tell you the truth, I don't know.
What? I wish our time together would never end.
Oh, you're so cute.
Mice? I wonder what we'd be doing if we didn't meet.
I'd be searching the world to find you.
Or somebody else, maybe. I've always thought that what brings people together is so mysterious.
Well, we were meant to meet.
Mice. The value of any object is the price that it will fetch at market.
Are you selling my presents?
What are you talking about? I was just using it as an example. It was really fun. Thank you. Do you want to talk with me a bit more? Is there anything you want to ask me?
Come on, Kylene, let's...
All right, come over here. Later. Do you believe that some people are destined to be together?
Doesn't matter, I only love you.
Yeah, so please be with me, always. Am I not sexy?
Don't worry, I'm crazy about you.
That's what I thought. Do you believe that some people are destined to be together?
Absolutely, I think we were meant to be together.
Really? I appreciate your kind words. I get this empty feeling in my chest when you're not around.
That's no problem, I'll always be with you.
Don't try to kiss up to me. I wonder why this happened.
Because it was destined.
Is that what fate is about? Thank you very much. I really enjoyed it. I hope to see you soon.
Alright, now it's time to learn some stuff from Kylene, and we did indeed learn a fair number of things from Kylene. At Intimacy Level 3, we actually got a second shot at learning Heal Plus, but we also got the Evade spell. Pretty obvious, you know, single ally target raises evasion. At Intimacy Level 4, we learned Speed, which, again, single ally target raises speed. At Intimacy Level 5, we learned Cure Plus, which, unlike the original Cure, which could only heal poison, Cure Plus can heal poison and paralysis. At Intimacy Level 6, we learned Speed Plus, and this is a full party speed boost, which is pretty nice. At Intimacy Level 7, we learned Heal All, which heals all the party members, and it's not the strongest heal ever, but the fact that it affects everyone makes it pretty awesome, and you can use it out of battle to heal everyone, including the people not even in your active party. At Intimacy Level 9, we learned Mad Gate, which is a spell that deals damage based on how strong the enemy is, and it actually does pretty respectable damage to late-game enemies, to the point where it's well worth using it instead of the regular attack, unlike with most spells. At Intimacy Level 10, we learned Ice Storm, which honestly, well, though I haven't tested it yet, I'm gonna guess it's probably not as good as Mad Gate, but hey, it's a spell. And that's all we learned from Kylene, so let's move on to the next one. Alright, here on Mount Hand, we will be dating who else but Marion. Also, there's not much in the way of dating spots here either, but, you know, basically there's the control room we dated Marion in before and just one other spot, so not gonna be too hard to show those spots off. And I'll actually have to get pretty near the other dating spot just to try and leave Mount Hand anyway to see what Marion says when we try and leave. But while I'm on the way, what happens if I talk to her while she's following? There we go. It's really fun, but we gotta get going, mice. Hurry! Alright. So if I just go down here... Hey, I don't want to go outside. Let's play in here. Marion's always so full of energy. Inside this tavern here, right near the exit, is the only other place we can date, and I'll probably try to date here as much as I can if Marion does not object too much and give me a bunch of lose-lose dating questions like Palma did in that other tavern on the Landgood. Because this is much quicker to get to than the control room. We'll see how it goes.
There's always next time. No, please, don't throw the controller. I'm like so happy to see you again. All right, ready to go? Good morning. Come on, mice. Wake up. Achoo! Oh no, did I catch a cold?
I'll make you feel better.
If I have you, I won't need to worry. I'm learning how to read palms. Come on, mice, give me your hand.
What? Right now?
You're blushing. That's so unlike you. Mice, what's your goal in life?
Becoming a man who can make everyone around him happy.
Then make me happy too. You know what? I saw you in my dream.
What kind of dream was it?
I was testing Marion's robot Mark II when it went haywire, and you were burnt to a crisp. Yuck!
Why do you all have dreams in which mice gets horribly mangled or something?
How do you like Mount Han?
It's so huge, I get lost.
It's like a maze, huh? Thank you very much. I'll be waiting till our next date. My ears are burning. Who's gossiping about me?
You know, everybody likes you.
Of course I do. You want to ask me something?
What would you like for a present?
I love frogs. Don't you think it's annoying to be kept waiting?
Am I always late?
Yeah, but it's okay. Have you ever broken a promise, mice?
I keep my promises, no matter what.
Boy, you sure are stubborn. Hey, mice, what's your personality type?
My lusty personality can't be described by any one type.
That's a good way to hide the truth. I'm going to use that line. Do you think there are things that just can't be done?
Nope, there's absolutely nothing that I can't accomplish.
Then can you make me happy?
Yes, I can.
Oh, come on, mice. I had such a good time. Ask me out again, okay? If you could take only one thing to a deserted island, what would it be?
I'd ask you to come with me.
Yeah? I'm glad.
We always have fun together.
Thanks, mice. I wonder why I feel so comfy when you're around.
That's because we're destined to be together.
Oh, mice. Doesn't that embarrass you? But it is so romantic. What do you think about me?
You're the only person I love.
Wow, that's the first time someone has told me that. What kind of girl do you like?
I like a girl just like you.
Oh, really? You're making me blush. I like cuddling with my stuffed froggy when I go to bed.
I see. Do you sleep well?
Actually, it's a big problem. I sleep so well, I can't wake up in the morning. You're like so hyperactive.
Are you implying that I act like a kid?
You're so cute. Not. Would I still be your baby if I were a guy?
My love for you exceeds the boundary of gender.
Really? You like me that much? Am I cute?
Yeah, you're as cute as a white lily.
Really? Thanks! You're the first person to tell me that. Oh, I'm sorry. It's nothing.
What was so funny?
I can't tell you that. Mice, how's your training going?
I'm doing great.
You can't use the word great. It belongs to me, since I'm the gadget master. That was so fun. Thank you very much. Can we talk more? Ask me anything.
Nah, hey, Marion, how about...
Mice, you better close your eyes. See ya. People tell me how good-natured I am.
I think they're right.
I don't know what to say. Why do you like girls so much?
It's probably the same as your interest in inventions.
Then you must be really devoted. Oh, I gotta go now. See you later, mice. Bye-bye!
Marion's turn! And since we never really did forge with her before, at intimacy level 1, actually, we could have learned the sleep spell. Target a single enemy and try and put him to sleep. At intimacy level 2, we can learn confuse. Target a single enemy, try and confuse them. At intimacy level 4, we can learn acid mist, an attack spell that I think targeted the entire enemy party, and does increased damage to machines. At intimacy level 6, we can learn Sleep Plus, target the entire enemy party and try to put him to sleep. At intimacy level 7, we can learn a special for Weena, Gaia Storm, which hits the full enemy party for like over 1,000 damage, pretty nice. At intimacy level 8, we could have learned Haste, but we already got Mill up to intimacy level 10 and learned that from her, so instead, at intimacy level 10 from Marion, we learned Kylene's special Surprise Smash, which hits the entire enemy party and does under 1,000 damage. It's not quite as powerful as some of the other characters' ultimate specials, but it's still decent. And that's all we can learn from Marion, so on to the next one. Here we are, back in the haunted town of Bruto, or rather the formerly haunted town of Bruto. I mean, you can go around and talk to the NPCs, and they seem to mostly comment about, like, the Damashi being gone ever since we went to Zozoto. So that's kinda neat. Here, I will be dating Nelsha, you know, in the town where we were reunited with her. There's only a couple dating spots in this town, but I will show you where they both are. But first of all, if we talk to her, she just says, "Yes?" Nelsha doesn't know what to say. And if we try and leave, "We shouldn't go outside alone. Nelsha's scared." I don't think you really need to be scared, considering, you know, you have your costumes and Mice has his sword and summons and everything. But I'll give that they don't really have a good reason to leave town alone. So here, Bull Restaurant. This is one of the dating spots. With this jazzy music you usually hear in, like, taverns and stuff. Certain taverns. I'll come back to that spot. The other dating spot is kind of on the other side of town, almost, unfortunately. I wish they were a little closer together. Because we have a bit of a walk, and I don't have much to comment on. Other than the fact that there are people around, because that's not obvious. Other dating spots right up here. It's pretty near the dating statue, so this is probably a good place to come if you're dating here. It is the Clock Tower, which, you know, this guy told us this was a good dating spot before, so we can try it out. But before we get to the dates, let's get to those voice clips. Hey, I remembered to mention that this time.
Life has its ups and downs. You'll do better next time. Don't Don't be discouraged. Try again. Let's go. Try your best. Mice! Mice! Wake up! Good morning! Mice, how do you sleep at night?
Sometimes I hug my pillow.
Nelsha can't sleep without her teddy bear. Nelsha has lots and lots of clothes. It's so hard to pick out what to wear.
Wow, talk about Dressmaster.
Surprised you, huh? You were in Nelsha's dream last night.
Really?
You're blushing. You're so cute. By the way, why is Nelsha here?
Eh? Earth to Nelsha, hello?
You're so funny, Mice. Is Nelsha dense?
Dense. Very dense.
But Nelsha's not that heavy.
Yeah, that's actually the good response.
If you could take only one thing to a deserted island, what would it be?
I'd take my love for you.
Nelsha bet you'd take a young lady with you. You have a mommy, right, Mice? What kind of person is she?
She's very kind and gentle.
She sounds like a nice mommy. Don't you love those toys that come with kids' meals?
Toys are cool, but can you eat onions on your hamburger?
Of course! What? You can't eat onions, Mice? You're such a kid! Nelsha hopes we'll meet again if we're reincarbonated. Reborn.
Of course, I'll travel all over the world to find you.
You act so cool, Mice. What do you think when Nelsha's mood changes with her costumes?
I think it's pretty cool, just like a superhero.
Yeah, thanks! You could say Nelsha's kinda like those Rangers of Power! What are you thinking?
The world peace.
Mice, you're wonderful! What do you want to do now, Mice?
Huh? We're dating, aren't we?
Nelsha wants to make a sandcastle. Nelsha gets depressed when she's scolded, but I guess it's necessary.
I'd like you to scold me.
Oh, Mice! What are we going to do?
Can I hold your hand?
Yeah? Sure! It was really fun. Let's go out again. Mwah. The psychic told me Nelsha's good-natured.
I think so too.
Nelsha dunno. She have mixed feelings about it. What do you think about Nelsha?
Aren't you a human?
What do you mean by that? Is Nelsha's elemental power useful?
Yeah, I can make good weapons because of your spirit.
Really? Nelsha's so glad! Is Nelsha not pretty enough for you?
Don't worry, I'm crazy about you.
Stop looking at Nelsha's butt! Nelsha gotta go home now. Nelsha's sorry, she gotta go now.
Alright, not as much dating to do with Nelsha, since we did a fair bit of hers during, her own dedicated dating video, but here at the Endgame, we did learn, at Intimacy Level 7, a special for Soshi Rekazon, which, you've already seen that, does a pretty fair amount of damage, fire-based, hits one enemy. At Intimacy Level 8, we learned Cast Anything, and a special for Kylene, Raging Damashi. Raging Damashi isn't really too powerful, just hits a single enemy, physical damage, or, regular non-elemental damage, I think. Cast Anything is exactly the same as Magical, except that one of the effects is, instead of doubling MP, it can double Experience. At Intimacy Level 9, we learned Quake Plus, which is, a stronger version of the Quake spell, and, it hits all enemies with Earth-based damage. At Intimacy Level 10, we learned Sacrifice, which honestly is a pretty crappy spell. It hits all enemies, is not really all that powerful, and it randomly selects one of your 3 party members in the battle and reduces their HP and EP to 1. And, yeah, it's completely random. It could happen to the person casting it right in the front row. They're gonna die next turn if that happens, probably. Or it can happen to one of the 2 people in the back row. The interesting catch with it is that it can, because it's random, from what I saw, it can't actually choose the same person twice in a row, so it could reduce a person in the back row's HP and EP to 1, and then you could cast it again and have it essentially do nothing other than dealing damage to the enemy, but it doesn't do that much damage, just really not worth it. So, yeah, that's all for Nelsha, so let's move on to Sodina. Zozoto, our last stop before Miskatonia, and the last place we have to date anyone. We shall be dating Sodina. And once again, there's only like a couple spots here, so not too much to show off. They're actually both pretty close to each other too. Neither one of them is on the same screen as the date statue itself. But anyway, if I talk to Sodina, it's fun walking with you, mice. Aww. Now let's see what happens if we try and leave. We aren't ready to leave town. That's a pretty ordinary message. So the first date spot is right here in front of this skeleton statue, and the other date spot is technically in 4 locations, but it acts the same whichever casino you choose, as you'd expect. So you just go down here, and go up there, go down here, and it's by this neon sign here that's by the slot machine, so those are the 2 date spots here in Zozoto. Now let's get those final voice clips from Sodina, and then we can get on to some dating just a little bit.
Don't be discouraged. Don't give up. Let's keep it up. Good luck. Mice, it's time to wake up. Good morning. Can you stand listening to people brag?
Holy crap, it's Jack Frost! Look at that! That's like a thing for Atlas, because, it's like Atlas's mascot, and it's one of the personas in, well, the game Persona. Kind of why I was stumbling there and wasn't sure how I was gonna phrase that, because, Persona. But yeah, Jack Frost on the print club machine back there. That's kind of cool. Actually, just gonna straight up pause the video real quick and correct myself here in editing. Jack Frost is one of the demons from the Shin Megami Tensei series as a whole. Persona is just one offshoot of Shin Megami Tensei, even though Persona is actually kind of more popular and well-known than the main series, which is interesting how that works, but yeah. Can't I stand listening to people brag? I like listening to you.
Really? You'd get bored quickly. My ears are burning. Someone must be talking about me.
You must be very popular.
You're embarrassing me, Mites. Did you notice anything different about me? I changed the way I tie my ribbon.
You're even cuter than usual.
You're so smooth, Mice. But I like what you just said. I wish it could be like this forever.
Do you like being with me?
I love being with you.
Okay, actually, I just noticed that the lights there are blue, so maybe the dating spots are different. Come to think of it, not only do I... Yeah, I think I remember trying dating in a different casino and not seeing the floor. Like, the lit-up floor. I also don't recall seeing the print club machines, so... Yeah, like, that's why my reaction was so, like, loud, because that's actually the first time I've seen the print club machine with Jack Frost on it ever, so... Yeah, I guess the dating spots in the different casinos are different. I am gonna have to compare those, I guess. Here's the purple-floored casino. The yellow-floored casino. And the green-floored casino. Anyway,
I feel so comfortable when I'm with you. I wonder why.
it's because we trust each other.
I think so too. Thanks for asking me out. See you soon. Why do you stare at all the girls?
It's good to appreciate beautiful things, don't you think?
I don't think that's what I was trying to say. You know, Mice, I'm a pretty good cook.
What do you like to cook?
Beef stew, clam chowder, and... Is there anything you want to ask me?
What's your favorite food?
I love pasta. What do you like best about me?
I don't know, let's just have fun.
I have mixed feelings about this. Please take good care of me.
I'll do my best.
You're so caring. I want to be with you all day.
My heart is always with you.
Liar. I've always felt we'd be together.
Neither of those are good responses. Really? That's kind of disturbing.
I won't let you get away. Jabal has told me that true love does exist if you truly believe in it. What do you think?
If that's not true, then I never would have met you.
What am I saying? Thanks for asking me out. See you soon.
And now the last person we needed to forge with before ending this video, Sodina. Like with Nelsha, we already did a lot of forging with her before, so we didn't have too much to learn here. But still, at the end game here, at Intimacy level 7, we were able to learn a Cure All, a spell that targets one ally and removes any and all bad status effects, so that's pretty nice. At Intimacy level 9, we learned Spark, which is a powerful light spell that hits the entire enemy party. And at Intimacy level 10, we learned a new special for Weena, Earth Crusher. Full enemy party hitting attack, does over like 1,000 damage when I tested it, so, you know, pretty good. It's like, I think Weena's ultimate special seems kind of tied with like Gaia Storm for damage, though, more or less, but more charges for a similarly damaging special is pretty nice, and yeah, that's all the forging we had to do.
Why are you looking at me that way?
And then suddenly we were dating in Miskatonia? Even though I already got her up to intimacy level 10? Yeah, funny story, fun story with that one. I came back to Miskatonia without seeing Smoochie. I totally forgot about it. Went to see him, was just, like, 2 kisses short of getting something. Basically, something other than the Lord armor, basically, being able to get both of them together. So I figured, what the heck, I'll go ahead and do those 2 extra dates and, you know, get that item. So I reset, and, you know, I had saved at Miskatonia, so I decided to just date here. And was doing it off camera. Promptly wished I had been recording, because I got a couple interesting new questions with Sodina here at Miskatonia. I mean, like, interesting to the point, to the extent that they were plot relevant, kind of. Not like they revealed any new information, but still, it's kind of interesting. I'd like to get that on camera if I can, so I'm gonna try and do that.
I wish it could be like this forever.
Do you like being with me?
Stay with me forever? Could you, you know...
Sure. Want to see the blue flame?
What are you doing? Am I not attractive to you?
Oh, you're very attractive, so...
Not yet. Wait a little bit more, mice. Is my elemental power helping you?
Because of you, I can forge great weapons.
Really? I knew I could help you. Life
Can get tough, so we should live our lives to the fullest.
You are so cool, mice. I wonder who you got it from. Are you following the teachings of the elemental spirits?
Of course. How could I forget my master's words?
Yes, mice. Always remember that. How do you feel about what happened to Schmidt?
He has chosen the wrong path.
I wish he would figure that out himself. Remember the promise we made to my brother? Let's fulfill his wishes.
Yes, let's protect the Holy Flame.
Yes, let's protect them. Jabal has told me that true love does exist if you truly believe in it. What do you think?
I gotta believe. She's right in front of me.
Mice, you can say the most wonderful things when you want to. Thanks for asking me out. See you soon.
Jeez, the game kinda just randomly decided it didn't like me for a bit there or something, because it's like, you know, first time I did a date in Miskatonia off camera, got both of the plot-relevant questions and wished I'd been recording it. Start recording, it takes like an hour to get them both, I'm not kidding. You can hear it during like the Schmidt question, you can kind of hear me, you can probably hear me like kind of sitting up and moving closer to the mic because I had just gotten more comfortable since the questions were not showing up. I was getting close to giving up on that. But that said, now that that's all done, it's time to see legendary Love Master here. Funky Grandpa Kiss, aka...
You're smooth, mice. You got some smoochy already. I'm happy for you, my son.
AKA Smoochie. I was gonna end that bit of dialogue sooner, but then, like, he was not talking to me when I was pressing the button, so I was kind of dragging out what I was saying.
Everybody's got one life to live. Might as well enjoy it.
You know, you're like the only person in this game who's talked about that sort of thing and actually thinks that you only have one life. Like, all the girls have been talking about, like, in our next life.
Anyway, here's a present for you. In exchange for the kisses you get, I'll give you a special gift.
Do you have to say that so creepily?
Here we go. The countdown.
Sorry for the abrupt edit there. Well, I probably did a fade instead of making it too abrupt, but yeah, things.
Love! Happy!
I suppose at least we get to see what voice clip he says when you talk to him after all that. Now, let's exchange for items. We have 75 kisses I've gotten, so of course I'm going to pick up the Lord Armor for 50 kisses. And for the remaining 25, I can pick up a diamond ring. I figured I might as well pick it up since I can, and maybe I can try giving it to someone later. I'm kind of done with dating right now, but I'm curious to see how that'll...
You only got one life. You gotta enjoy it. All right, bro. Good luck.
Yeah, curious to see how that might go over with one of the girls later or something. Ah yes, but let's equip the Lord Armor. First and foremost. And... that's pretty awesome. So, the War Glove I have on currently drops defense a bit, but in exchange it raises offense and speed. The Lord Armor doesn't raise Mice's speed, but it raises his defense from the normal, a decent bit there, and it's raising his attack more than even the War Glove is. So, yeah, I think actually, like, I've never gotten a defense bracer, but I've compared the Lord Armor off-screen to, like, the Power Bracer, or whatever it is. And it's raising Mice's offense by the same amount as the Power Bracer, and it's probably raising his defense by the same amount as, like, the Guard Bracer, too. So it's just, like, those two items combined. Pretty awesome stuff. I think I might give Soshi the War Glove. I don't know, like, I love how high his attack is with the Power Bracer, but with the War Glove, he would also have, like, absurd speed, and that'd be kind of neat. Let's see, his speed is already 58. Which is more than most characters. Maybe I could give the War Glove to Sodina. No, you know what? Yeah, I'll go ahead and give the War Glove to Soshi. And then I'll give the Power Bracer he had to Sodina. There we go. That's what I'm gonna go with. Now with that all done, it's pretty much, yeah, time to leave Boisby. I don't think we'll be coming back, actually. This is probably the last time I'll be stopping by this town. We're kinda... it's time to really get to the end of the game here. Like, finally. So I'm just gonna go into my inventory as soon as I can here, once the map loads up, and use the last teleportum I have on hand to get back to Miskatonia. Wavy, wavy, wave. I wonder if using that item makes the party members feel sick. So we're just gonna take a little walk here. Finally putting this, like, dating highlights stuff to an end. And next time, we'll finally get on with, you know... well, as I keep saying, like, the end of the game. It's like, I'm excited to finally get back to the plot, and it really... yeah, really, like... the next video... this game is 2 discs, alright? And... the second disc is... really like a lot of PlayStation RPGs that had multiple discs were, where that second disc, like, just barely has anything on it. It's just, like, the very end of the game. And next video is going to be the very last video on this first disc. So yeah, next time. I'll see you then, guys. Take care.